Welcome to our clarity and focus session for today. Today's topic, or the thing I'm going to be talking about today, is how to get a bucket load of referrals. Now, a bucket load is an Australian colloquialism, meaning a ton of referrals. So I'm going to be sharing with you a bunch of things that you can do to generate referrals today. If you take some of these ideas I'm going to share with you, I'm going to show you exactly what to do. Take these ideas and you will go and generate referrals in the marketplace. These sessions that I'm doing on a daily basis right now is to try and help you to leverage your opportunity to generate clients in every market. It doesn't matter if you're offering SEO, AdWords, Facebook, websites, copywriting, email marketing, sales automation, funnels, upsells, downsells, web development, app development. If you're providing those types of services, these videos and all the videos in the YouTube channel prior to this one that are happening every day are about tactical things that you can do to apply. And as well, what I'm also doing is answering questions of people from like yourself to be able to help you to leverage your opportunities in the marketplace. So I really appreciate those who are turning up to these live sessions. And I want to thank you if you're watching this recorded session. I want to thank you. I'd love to get your feedback, love to get your comments on what you think about these sessions. If you need to find where you can get more of the resources, go to consultingunleashed.com/go. The link is either going to be below this video or above this video or beside this video. But if you go, there's a whole bunch of resources. In fact, there's an amazing training that you can get your hands on that gets you very, very focused on generating your revenue opportunities. So thank you for being here. Today, I'm going to share my screen. So let me just get to the sharesies. I'm going to share my screen. Today, favorite topic on the planet, right, that we're talking about is how to get a bucket load of referrals. So the reason I want to do this topic is we actually take this for granted, but I also want to talk about this strategically. Also want to share, this happened in April. These are my champions. We had a bit of a session the other day. By the way, this is only 1/3 because I couldn't fit everybody on the actual screen here. This is only 1/3 of the results that were generated through Consulting Champions in the month of April. So we had here, John got a new client and got a client on board for 11,000. Edmund got a 5K per month new client. Aaron, one more CRM user, 2 more people on the way. Tina sold a $15,000 strategy session. Can you imagine selling a 15 grand strategy session? John Cavendish, who's on here, closed 4 deals. Perry won a client and then he got them back. He lost a client, right? He won a client, they went away AWOL, and he got them back. So he regenerated a client. Social media training online. $5,000 to do training on social media online. So Tina's been very, very busy. Tim closed 3 new clients at $3,500 in recurring monthly revenue. Headley closed 7 deals at $5,000 for a package, which is basically on how to change a message. So he is helping people craft offers in the current climate of coronavirus, right? Helping business to get the right message out, the right marketing message. They charge $5,000 to do that. They have sold 7 of those. That's $35,000 in April to sit down, have a chit chat about copy and offers. Not to execute, because if you execute with Headley's team, it's going to cost you another 50 grand to do that, right? But 7 of these, right? 5K, Martin, 5 sales, various products, $8,000 cash in, $2,500 recurring revenue, and he saved his oldest client from leaving. This happened in the middle of lockdown, everybody, and this is, by the way, only 1/3 of the testimonials that I was given from the results that we had in April from our consulting champions. So I know there's a few people who have been jumping on here and applying some of these strategies. I know, Mark, you've made some sales. You've got appointments from the strategies that we've talked about here. Congratulations to you. But at the end of the day, you want to think about what you've done in the last 30 days. What sort of feedback have you had? What sort of results have you had from that feedback? And more importantly, how has that had an impact on your business? I'm not asking you to respond right now or in this. I'm happy for you to share, but I just want to acknowledge the people that I work with who are literally working very, very hard in a very, very tough circumstances, but are still able to pull deals in to their business. And this is showing you right now, if anything, that there are people out there in the market spending money on Facebook ads, AdWords, on social media strategy, on creating offers, on funnels, email marketing, lead generation, right? There are people out there right now in multiple niches that are spending a lot of money for services. So I just wanted to make sure that you are aware that we are still in business. All of us here are in business. If we're going to be in if we are in business, we need to be in business. So with that, let's get into our presentation, right? Service-based businesses generate between 30 and 80% of their business through referrals. 30%, so service-based businesses, even businesses like us, right? 30 to 80% of our business is generated through referrals, through word of mouth. And the reason I know this is one of the questions we ask when we're questioning clients is we say, so just roughly what percentage of business comes from word of mouth? And it's amazing how many people say 50%, 70%, 30%, 40%, right? A lot of business. Here's the interesting thing. If you get 30% of more of your business from referrals and you don't have multiple defined referral systems that you can actually count on to generate those referrals, then essentially you're placing the future of your business in the lap of the gods. You are not in control of growing your business if half of your business is handed to you on a silver platter. Because what happens is let's say you have a great month of referrals and you get some clients, next month you got no referrals. And so you end up in these up and down cycles. And if you don't have a proactive lead generation strategy, right, then you're going to miss out. This is where a lot of businesses make a lot of mistakes. In fact, 85% of businesses that rely heavily upon word of mouth don't last more than 3 years in business. If that is their only core strategy to get clients and not proactive in the market, they don't survive, right? 85% of businesses who only rely on one tactic don't make it 3 years out. And by the way, that's a lot of businesses in the marketplace. So referred leads are in most cases pre-sold on what you have to offer, and the conversion rate can go up from 30 to 100% to bring on a new customer. If somebody refers a lead to you, and if they refer it in a way where they recommend you, I get referrals all the time. In fact, in the last 2 days, I've had 4 referrals in the last 2 days, right? I'm going to tell you what I did to make sure I maximize the conversion of the referrals. And one of these referral deals that I got, is $1 million deal. One of the referrals I got yesterday is $1 million cash deal, right? So interesting. I'll say a little more about that down the track. But if we have systems and we know that we get referrals are high value and easier to sell, it would make sense to develop processes or systems around generating more referrals. And I'm going to share with you 12, that's 10 and an extra 2, 12 referral strategies that anyone here can apply and implement. So if you're watching this training, you can go back and apply a lot of the ideas here. If you're here now, I'm going to ask you to actually engage in one of the strategies today and see if we can go get some referrals, get some sales, right? That's the whole idea of this process. So number one, let people know what type of clients you want referred to, what referred to you. So oftentimes, this is it sounds like an odd thing to say, right? But if you're talking to people, so one of the big mistakes in referrals is if you're dealing with lowbrow customers, you'll end up getting with lowbrow referrals. If you're dealing with bigger customers, bigger types of businesses, you'll get bigger referrals, right? People refer like-minded people. So think about it, who you hang out with, right, and who you communicate with in business, depending on their level of where they're at, that's where you're going to get referrals at that level, right? So I try to hang out with people way above, like who make me very uncomfortable to be in a room with them, who are well above where I am. And guess what? They refer people just like them. And so I'm introduced to, and this is why I got introduced to $1 million opportunity yesterday, because of the fact that I hang out with people who are at a much higher level than I am, who like me, right, enough to refer customers to me, right? So let people know what types of clients you want referred to you. Say, hey, these are the types of clients I work with, these are the types of clients we get the best results for, and if they're that type of client, so do you know anybody just like you or somebody that would benefit? So these are, if you're aware, if you know of anybody, can you let us know? These are the types of people, right? Let people know the types of people you want to be referred to, the types of clients you work with. One of the questions I often ask, this is a really cool strategy to get referrals, right? I talk about this in another slide here. But one of the strategies that I've used to generate referrals is I'll ask people, if you were to identify the best type of business or client that you work with that will get the most benefit, what types of clients do you want to work with the most? What types of clients do you want that are going to get the best result from what you deliver? That's the type of client they want referred. So now ask yourself the question, what type of client do I want, right, that I know that I get the best results for, that I can deliver for? We need to articulate that in what we do in the marketplace. Number 2, recognize, thank people referred to you. So this is a very powerful strategy. I'll share a couple of stories at the end of this presentation if we've got some time. But one of the things is, if you've got somebody who's regularly referring to you right now, if anybody here, so I'll just ask this question from an interaction point of view. Where are you? We've got a whole bunch of people on here. Good to see. So just type in chat, right? Has anybody thanked someone they know who refers customers to them? Has anybody done a nice thing or thanked or recognized or thanked a referral? Just type 1 if you have done it recently. Yes, James did it. Awesome, right? Dawn says all the time. That's awesome. Michael, yeah, 1 recently. Damien has. That's awesome. Not recently. Okay, but you should, Chris. Mark, okay. Yeah, if you get a referral, so I'm going to give you an example. I've had 4 referrals in the last 2 days, and the same person has given me these 4 referrals, right? So this is what I do. When you get a referral, the first thing you want to do is say thank you for the referral. By the way, the next thing, for me, it's like, great, let's connect with the referral. Let's get on the phone. So they've connected me and they're great. Let's get on a call. Once I have a conversation with a referral, like I did yesterday for the $1 Million Deal opportunity, I let the referrer know that I've had that conversation. So, hey, thank you for introducing me to Chad. I really appreciate you've done that. Thanks for the support. I'll let you know how we go. Right? We had a great conversation, and I'll let you know how we go. So I'm cutting them into the loop, right? So first of all, I want to recognize the fact they referred. Second of all, I want to let them know that I followed through that referral. So, because if I followed through, that means that they know the people that they send me will be looked after, which means that they will send me more people, right? So if anybody refers to you and you follow up that person, if you pursue the actual referral and you have an engagement, keep the client or keep the person who referred you in the loop. Keep them in the loop. The second thing, if you generate the client, then thank them and acknowledge them sincerely for giving you a customer, because immediately they're going to go out there and go and get another referral for you. Now, these people, the guy that referred 4 people to me in the last couple of days, right, is someone that I've worked with, is actually a consulting champion that I've worked with for 2 years now, right? And he's referred many, many people to me, right? Many people to me. But you just want to be mindful, right? If somebody refers, the first thing you want to do is keep them in the loop, what you did, to let them know that you've looked after the referral. Number 2, if you generate a client, send them a thank you. Thank you card. If you get the sale, send them a thank you card. Really appreciate you referring me, Chad. It was awesome. By the way, here's 2 tickets to the Raiders game, or here's 2 tickets to the Padres, or whatever, right? Or here's some tickets to take your family out to the movies, or here's a gift basket, or here's a bottle of wine, or here's a great book that I love to read. I want to say thank you. Send them a thank you, sincere thank you gift. I'll guarantee you that they will refer more customers to you, right? That's number 2. So, let's take the chat away. Right, next. Okay. Make sure all your current clients know about all the services you offer and how you help. So one of the things that I find, and I talk to a lot of businesses, and this happens to a lot of people. So I was talking to a particular accounting firm, and this accounting firm provided, they did forensic accounting, they did auditing, they did business structure, they provided financial planning services. They had all these services they provide, but the majority of their clients come to them for one thing, and that's tax compliance. The majority of clients come to them with tax compliance. And so they were sitting down there and we were having a conversation. I asked this question: have you ever had a customer say to you that I didn't know you did that as a service? And he says, yeah, funny you should mention that. We have a financial planning service in our practice, and we just happened to mention it in a conversation with a client and said, I wish I had known that, because I went and got a financial planner from somebody else. I didn't know that you did that. Now on their thing, it says accounting firm. We do asset management, financial plan. It's on their logos, on their branding. It tells people they do financial planning, right? But the problem is that the client didn't know that they did that because they weren't reminded of the value or the benefit of the services that they provide and how they help people. So don't allow, if you offer more than one service, then make sure all your clients know about all the services you offer and how they can benefit. Number 2, you need to remind them. So one thing that I do is I say, if we do, for example, in our agency, if we get a case study, we share the case studies. Hey, our agency, they just took on this new upsell that we did, and we got an amazing result. We just want to let you know that we've released this as an update on one of our funnels. If you're interested, let me know, right? So let people know what you do. It's one of the easiest ways to open the door to generate referrals. Number 2, a referral to a form on your website. you should have a referral link on your website where people can refer people to you. In that referral form, you can have an automated email all ready to go. If somebody puts in somebody's email, their name, then they press submit, it sends an email to the person they're referring to, but it also sends an email to them saying, hey, thanks for the referral, we'll let you know what happens, right? So have a referral link, a referral form on your website. Who else do you need to do you know? I've seen many campaigns where they say, hey, please refer 4 or 5 people, and then they would give you an incentive for the referral, right? You'll grab this link, right? So that people, guess what? They refer 4 or 5 of their friends to the marketplace. Add a referral link to a form on your website. Give your clients something that they can share of value to pass on to their clients. This is one of my favorite strategies, and it works like gangbusters. I cannot tell you how many thousands of referrals I've had because of this one strategy. Thousands. I'm talking thousands of referrals. So what you want to do is, if you've got a lead magnet right now, instead of you offering a lead magnet out to your campaigns, which you would anyway, go and brand the lead magnet for your client. If the lead magnet is valuable to people that they might be doing, especially if you're doing B2B and their clients are B2B, then give them a lead magnet with their branding on it that they can send out to their client. And it just happens to have your offer or your thing because you are the author of said lead magnet, or you are the author of said training video, right? Where if you like the video, you can come and see me, right? But this video is brought to you by ABC accounting firms, or ABC financial planning, or ABC plumbing, right? The reason we're sending this out to you, and you want to put an email to it, the reason we're sending out is we know that people need to be thinking about how they're marketing, how they're getting the right message out there, making sure that they're converting customers. And so our friends over at ABC Digital put this together for us to be able to give this to you as a gift. There it is, right? And then they go and send it out to all their people, right? And then people see it. All of a sudden, you've got exposure to a whole bunch of clients. Give lead magnets, branded lead magnets, to your clients or to people who have an influence, channel partners, to give to their list. And this opens you up to referrals, right? Because if they say, hey, these are great guys, and in the email you say, hey, look, the reason we're sending this out to you is because we know these guys are the best at what they do, and they've been kind enough to share this with us, to be able to share this with you. We thought this would be great value to you. So it's a nice way for them to be able to add value to their customers by providing something unique, right, that you've created, and you can brand it for them. This is a very classic strategy, and somebody has just sparked a bit of chit chat. When you say lead magnet, is that a site or just a general term? So lead magnet, James, is a checklist, a cheat sheet, a report, a video training, whatever you want, right? So I don't know what your question is. I don't know what your question is, James. Anyway, I'll get back to that. I'm not sure what you're asking. All right, so give clients something that they can share of value to pass on to their clients. Brand it for them. Brand it for them. If you brand it for them, then it's got their name on it, right? You've made it easy for them. Create the email. The email that I just scripted for you is the email you can use. Send that out to clients, right? Next. Okay, 6th, offer a referral commission. There's nothing wrong with paying for commissions. My favorite mentor, one of my sales mentors, this is an amazing guy. I had the good fortune of spending some time with a guy called Joe Girard. He's actually in the Guinness Book of Records for the guy that sold the most belly-to-belly car sales in a year. I think he was 7. You imagine a car sales guy selling 7 cars a day. 7 cars a day, right? In the market. But Joe Girard, he used to have this thing called a bird dog. Every customer that he sold the car to became somebody who would refer another customer to him. So he'd word them up and say, hey, if you refer me to another customer, I'll give you part of the deal. I'll give you a check for your portion of helping me to sell another car, right? So, I don't know what he would do, but he would actually generate lots and lots of referrals. So he would set up a whole bunch of referral people, and he would pay a fee for the referral. Now, I have a friend of mine, a consultant that I coached some time ago, that would give $500 cash if you referred a website to him. And so he went to accountants, lawyers, and those sorts of people who have clients and say, listen, every time you refer a customer and they come and buy a website, I'll give you $500 cash, right? Now, he had one person that referred more than 10 websites. Right, but his average website, he would charge, I think his cheapest website was $5,000. The cheapest website he did was $5,000, and they went up from there. So he would give away 10% of the fee as a commission to anybody that introduced into a new client. And so he would give them the mechanisms to be able to generate the referrals. If they knew the referral, he would provide the commission. A friend of mine, Mike, who did something very, very different. Same idea, but when we sat down and worked on this idea of what he could do to support people who referred clients, we sat there and said, you know what, let's do a gift registry. So let them choose what they want if they refer a customer, right? So he would do like, we'll give your, if you've got kids, we'll give your daughter an iPad or son an iPad, right? On your behalf as a gift, or give it to your wife, or if you want an iPad, right? So you can have an iPad. You can have 4 tickets to a baseball game or a football game. You can have, you can have movie night. You can have 2 nights accommodation in a 5-star hotel. You can have. So he would let the person who referred pick the referrals that they would get. Now, one of his clients said, I love the iPad idea. If I refer your client, can you send the iPad to my clients as a gift on their behalf? 15 iPads, 15 clients. Average client, $50,000 per client. Do the math. 15 times 50, and he basically delivered 15 iPads as a gift to his clients as a thank you from him by just referring customers to him, which is pretty cool, right? So you don't have to, it doesn't have to be cash. It could be things that you can give away as a prize giveaway, right? So offer referral commissions. It's a way to get referrals. If you get the right relationship going and somebody who sees this as value where they offer it to everybody, that's another strategy. We had one of our consultants who developed a relationship with an influencer in the marketplace, and the influencer basically said, I do marketing, we do management services, but you're our recommended marketing guy, right? So we're going to put a slide in our presentation for you, about you. Every time we do a presentation to 1,000, 500, 320 people, right? When we go through, we have a slide. And when I get to this slide, I'm going to talk about you, right? And so I'm going to refer all the people because I know that they need this component of marketing for their business to you, right? So imagine this, you've got a guy who's doing presentations, and one of the value adds in the presentation, listen, this is not our expertise, but this guy here we know does a really great job and he's really good at it. And for those who are here, you will get $1,000 worth of value that I'm going to give to you as part of this. So if you want to take advantage of it, go to this guy, right? So he had, I think in the space of 4 months, 30 new clients in 4 months referred by the Center of Influence. So he would provide a percentage fee of every client referred because he knew that he was generating business for this client. So there's a couple of unique ways that you can do this, but you can offer commissions for referrals, right? So turn your vendors and suppliers into partners. If you've channel partners out there that are servicing the industry, you want to get to know them. You want to build a relationship with them, and you want to. The idea is have them like a referral network. So listen, I talk to people all the time. I've got a cold list. We're emailing. We're sharing markets. If I can perhaps share that with you, and we can cross-pollinate with each other, how can we add value to each other's list? Right. This is a very powerful way. In fact, in our agency, we do this very, very well. Right, we actually get our referral partners to pay us to refer clients to us. So that's a very unique strategy. It's a whole conversation for a whole other time. But we get our referral partners actually pay us for referrals. We don't pay them anything for referrals, which is pretty cool. But they happily refer dozens and dozens and dozens of clients. But turn your vendors, get together, maybe even create your own referral network. So, hey, we're talking B2B all the time. You, Mr. Accountant, what if we actually got together with 4 or 5 businesses that communicate in the marketplace? We got together once a month and we say, hey, how can we refer? Who have we spoken to? Who can we introduce each other to? And this is a way that you can pick up 10, 15, 20 leads a month, right? In referrals from other people who've already established a relationship, right? So that's a very simple way to do that. So become a referrer. Fastest way I know to get referrals is to refer customers. The fastest way I know that I can generate referrals, Damien was here as well. He's become a great friend, somebody that I admire, somebody that to me, I hold in very high regard. I've referred many, many people. In fact, you've heard me talk about Damien and Globaton Marketing, and I'm doing it again, right, on these webinars because I believe he provides an exceptional service in the back-end delivery for the service he provides, right? But in turn, Damien referred a lot of people to me as well. So by being a referrer, one of the ways that I often build relationships or find myself in a relationship is, look, I know people that need your help. Can I introduce them to you? They're going to say, absolutely, yes. Now, what can I do to return the favor? Now, I'm not asking them for that. I've never actually asked anybody to return the favor. All I've done is say, listen, I just want to refer to you. Right? I know people will get benefit or value from what you do. I'm more than happy to refer customers to you. Are you cool with accepting those people? Thank you. Just let me know how you go with those. I'd really like to know how you go with those, right? And so guess what that person's going to do inadvertently? They're going to look for ways to support you immediately in the referrals that you're generating in the marketplace. So if you become a referrer, and let me tell you, I'm a very big referrer. I'll give you one example. There's a business. I'm not going to tell you who the business is, but year before last, I referred $1 million worth of revenue, cash revenue, to a particular person in their business because of the service delivery that they were able to deliver to people that I value my relationships with. So I introduced really big clients to this person. They made over $1 million worth of sales in 1 year from my referrals. But this person also referred a lot of customers to me along the way, right? And the reason why is because I supported their business, right? Because I like their business, I like what they do, I support it. In supporting their business, they supported my business. The fastest way to get referrals is become a referrer. Hey, can I introduce, I've got a client list that I've been nurturing, building relationships with, looking to add some value. Can you what can you do, or what can we come up together with that you could perhaps offer to my client base? Can I come and talk to you about that? That's either opening the door to a commission revenue opportunity, opening the door to a strategic alliance partnership, right? That is the easiest in that you're ever going to get into in the market. My favorite saying, one of my mentors and great friends, Alan McGurk, used to say, and it's ringing in my ears, to have a friend, you have to be a friend first. To have a friend, you have to be a friend first. Become a referrer. Go and refer somebody to somebody today, right? I'll show you how to do that today. Build a mutually beneficial relationship with an industry channel partner. So one of the things that we do is and if I talk about Breakthrough, the agency that I very closely work with, one of the things we did a few years ago is we created a situation where we built relationships with channel partners where we help them with their marketing to acquire customers in the physical therapy marketplace, but at the same time, they would introduce us to their client base because they were actively marketing in the same space. And so what we did was sat down and said, listen, what if we once a month got together, did a training for your clients to be able to sell more of your product to the marketplace, but in turn, right, that we offer something of value to them if they turn up to the training, right? There's no pitch, there's no sales pitch or anything like that. This is pure value. So twice a month, we would get channel partners. We would say, hey, let's just do training for your people, right? It'll be branded by you, but the idea is to help them. Let's get some feedback, let's get some result, but you're going to be the hero in the story, right? And from that, if they decide to come to us, that'll be awesome. So we would do that twice a month. We would generate lots and lots and lots of leads. And because the way they would position it was when they introduced us, say, listen, we work with these people. They are the best people on the planet to do this. They are super, super experts. They know their stuff. You have to listen to these people. So they position us as this highly valuable provider in the marketplace, right? So the people that are listening say, oh, these people must know what they're doing, right? So it's a great way to get referrals by building mutually beneficial relationships with industry channel partners. So 10, recommend and refer people to LinkedIn. So if you've got LinkedIn connections and you've been communicating, you might be in a group, right? You might sit in and say, hey, like I know somebody, can I send you some referrals? Think about if you've got a client or somebody that will benefit from somebody you can connect with them on LinkedIn, offer the referrals. Very, very easy. Recommend people, give people testimonials in LinkedIn that you like. They will refer customers back to you. They will do like-minded. It's a reciprocity thing. It's amazing how it works. But here's my favorite one on LinkedIn. Number 11. What you want to do is you want to create a list of buyers on LinkedIn that you want to work with, see who they're connected to in your network, and get the connection to introduce you. Hey, I noticed that you know Tom. He's one of your first-line connections. Is there any way that you can send an introduction or connect me with Tom? Right? Do you know Tom? Can you do this? Let me tell you, this is one of the most basic and easy things that you can do on LinkedIn to actually get really great referrals. If you build a relationship with some of your connections, because of the fact that they're connected to a wide, broad area, I say, hey, we're connected as first degree connection, but I'm not sure if this is for you, but I want to introduce you to Tom because he helps people exactly like you. So is it okay if I introduce Tom to you? And they go, yes. I cannot tell you how many times I've done that on LinkedIn. It's a fantastic way to generate referrals in the marketplace, right? So 12, set expectations for referrals. Number 12. Now, this is the thing. I'm going to share with you a couple of examples because we do this. We've done this in our agencies. I've done this in many of my agencies, but I'm going to share you how some people do this in a very unique way. You can actually set the expectation that if a client becomes a customer, that they must refer other customers to you, right? And one of the ways that you can do this is if they come on board as a client, say, listen, our goal is to get you outstanding results and to make you happy. If we do that, can we ask you, once we've been able to delight you, once we've been able to give you a great result, do you mind if we ask you to refer us to 2 or 3 people in the marketplace? And every single person we ask that question to says, yeah, not at all. I'm more than happy to refer people to you. I'll refer people to you right now. I love what you're doing, right? But if you set the expectations for referrals up front with your customers, you're going to get a lot of referrals. You're going to get a lot of referrals if you do this, right? We often, we have asked, we've done this, or we do this with our clients in our agencies. They are more than happy to introduce them to colleagues. Some of them will introduce it to competitors, direct competitors in the marketplace. But if you set the expectation for referrals, then you will get referrals. Now, I'm just going to wet my whistle here, lubricate my throat and my mouth. So I've covered 12 things on how to generate referrals. What I want to do is open up to questions. So we've got a few people here who are chit-chatting away. Dawn says that is a tremendous idea. Yeah. So of the things that I've shared with you, in fact, let me go back a few. Let me go back to this. Let me go back. Start with one, right? I'm going to go through them very quickly. I want you to pick one that jumps out at you. Pick one that jumps out at you, right? And I'm going to talk about some really cool things in just a moment. So let people know what type of clients you want referred to. That's number one. The second one was recognize and thank people that refer you. Thank them for letting them know you've connected with the referral to let them know where we're at, and then thank them if the referral buys. 2 thank yous, right? Make sure all your current clients know about the services you offer and how you help. How many people right now don't know about a service you offer that should be knowing about it and can benefit from the service that you provide? So if your client buys AdWords and you provide SEO, how many of you right now can go back to your client and say, listen, we've got your AdWords, but we need to look at long-term strategy. We need to look at GMB, Google My Business. Let me put together an SEO package for you that we have. We're introducing this to our existing clients. We're going to do a deal. Anybody that's in that situation, you've got the opportunity to make an upsell revenue immediately by letting people know what you do, right? So add a referral link to a form on your website. Stick a referral, refer customer referrals, right, on your website. That's one way to do it. Give your clients something that they can share and value to pass on to their clients. A lead magnet, a checklist, a cheat sheet, a video, something that's branded for them that they can pass on to their clients with an email that they can send out as a thank you, as an acknowledgement, right? Offer a referral commission. Say, hey, straight out, we're looking for new clients. If you've got clients that can benefit from what we do, we will give you a clip for referring customers to us. 10 customers and I'll give you a bigger clip, right? You can make this very, very attractive, or you can take some of the ideas that I shared. Turn your vendors and suppliers into partners. Create a little referral network of vendors and suppliers together where you are referring people, getting together, having a chat, opening the door to those referrals. Number 8, become a referrer. Go and refer a customer to somebody today who might get super lucky, who will refer a customer back to you. I do this all the time. It works brilliantly, right? Build a mutually beneficial relationship with an industry channel partner, right? So build a partnership and say, hey, how can we work together? How can we expose each other to our clients' prospective opportunities so that we can obviously grow in this process? It's a great way to get referrals. Number 10, recommend and refer people on LinkedIn. Number 11, create a buyer. What is your ideal buyer? Who is the ideal buyer in your list connected to? And then get that person to connect you and refer to you in that market. And number 12, set expectations for referrals up front. Hey, every client we work with, if we do a great job, we're going to ask you to refer customers. Are you okay with that? Right? So when it comes to time to say, hey, we've got a great testimonial, great case study. Do you know of anybody who we should be talking to that can benefit the same way that you have, right? Easiest way. This last one is a really classic one. There's a guy called, he's an Australian dentist. I don't think he's practicing anymore, but back in the day, there's a guy called Paddy Lund, P-A-D-D-I Lund. He was based in Brisbane, in fact, in the city that I'm in right now. And he wrote a book called The Happiness-Centered Business. And he was a very, very unique dentist because one of the things that you had to do when you came to Paddy's practice, so when you came in, so I want you to picture this, beautiful dental practice, beautiful reception area that you walk into. Looks like almost like a luxury hotel. So it's really nicely done, very tasteful, very classy. You walk in and there's this big sign in front of you and it says, Sally, hi, I'm Sally, the director of First Impressions. So as soon as you walk in the door, if that door opens, Sally has a little buzzer, a little light on her desk that says the door's opening. And she knows that you're coming in. And she'll say, hi, John, great to see you. Thank you for coming in. By the way, we've prepared your private room for you, and we've placed some of your favorites in the room. Thanks, John, for coming in. Really great to see you. Awesome to see you. By the way, we've prepared your private room. So when you go, right, you go to your private room. You know it's your private room because it's got your name on it, right? It says, this room has been prepared for our most valued patient, John Logar. Right? This room, this is your private sanctuary that has been prepared for our valued patient, John Logar, right? That's on the door, right, on the sign when I come into the practice, right? Then I go into the practice and it's actually not a clinical dental chair kind of setup. It's actually kind of quite really nice, calming environment. One of the things that Paddy does is that if you use his services, if you experience any pain in the experience you have with him, you don't have to pay the bill. If you experience any pain, if you are uncomfortable and experience any pain, you don't have to pay the bill, right? I can tell you, Paddy's practice was absolutely crazy. He was not the cheapest dentist in the marketplace. So imagine having a dentist that guarantees no pain. Cool dentist, right? But do you think that Paddy's patients talk about Paddy's practice? Like my dentist has a private room just for me, my name on the door in a plaque, right? Not stuck with a piece of paper. It's set up as a plaque on the door, right? As my private room. Walk in. My favorite DVDs are on the screen above me on the TV, on the chair. Things that I know. They know things about me that I like. And so they make sure that those things are available to me in my room, right? So they do really nice little special touches. They give you a care pack as you walk out the door, right? But one of the things when you become a client of Paddy's dental practice, you actually had to guarantee that you were going to refer 3 more patients. As a member of our practice, as somebody who's a valued patient to our practice, as part of our agreement, you will actually accept that you'll refer 3 patients to our practice, right? So understand, setting up expectations for referrals is a fast way to get lots and lots of referrals in the market. So there's a whole bunch of people chit-chatting away here. I just want to catch this. Jay Abraham spoke about Paddy Lund. Absolutely, yes. The Paddy Lund era of how he grew an amazing practice was back in the late 80s, early 90s. So Jay Abraham does talk about Paddy Lund. I've actually met Paddy Lund. He's actually an interesting guy, a very interesting character. I've never been a patient, but I know people who have been patients, and that's the kind of experience they used to have with him. Set expectations for referrals up front. Don't wait to wow them first till up front. Sounds like Paddy was a director of WOW. Absolutely, Paddy was a director of WOW, Chris. What is his book? The Happiness-Centered Practice. The Happiness-Centered Practice. I don't know if it's still in print, but it's Paddy, P-A-D-D-I, Lund, L-U-N-D, is Paddy Lund, not Paddy Lund, Paddy Lund, L-U-N-D. So yeah, it's a really cool book, and he was not very well liked by the dental industry, by the way, because he was very quirky, very different. He got into a lot of trouble, but he did some amazing things for his clients. But that idea of setting expectations for referrals is very powerful. So There's a whole bunch of people on here. I want you to select one of these strategies that you're going to actually apply today. One of these strategies you're going to apply today. I just want to see here in the chat, whilst you do this, what is the strategy that you're going to apply today? Just type in what it is. So if you can just type it in the chat. There's a whole bunch of here. It's great to see so many faces here. But let me tell you, any one of these strategies will bring in new clients. Michael says the lead magnet for clients to pass on. Awesome. Who else? Who else? Recommend and refer people on LinkedIn. Yes, Eric, you can do that today. Easy, easy peasy. Great thing to do. What else? Of all the 12 things that I've shown you, I'm going to show you a 13th thing that is an absolute cracker in a moment, but I'm going to hold on to that for just a moment before we get into that, right? What else? Recommend and refer people on LinkedIn. Yes. Who else? If you're watching this and you've looked at all the 12 strategies that I've shared so far, of the 12, if you look at your notes, which one stood out to you that you're going to send out to? George says the lead magnet with the content share, manage the wows and the unwows a business has to position both. Samantha says number 12, setting the expectations up front, which is awesome. Thank you, Samantha, for being here. Number 2 works. I can't remember what number 2 is. James, if you can say. 5 for sure, giving some value. Add a referral link to the website. Yes, Chris, absolutely. You can do that today. What you do is you create a little form and have a referral, and they can put a place where people can put in 3 referrals, right? And then have an email and show the email you're going to send for the referral, and then send an email to the person who sends you the referrals when they hit the submit button. Giving something of value to people, absolutely, Chris. That could be a commission type structure. Absolutely. So, any questions? If you'd like to ask a question, please give me a question. There's a whole bunch of you that have given some feedback here, but I'm going to share with you something that's really cool that all of you can do. Do this. I like the idea of creating a referral system as a product for clients. Yes, create a referral system as a product for clients. I have people that have very successfully done this, George. Let me develop a referral system, generate referrals. In fact, we had, if we look at software, Sell Go Sell, one of the things that we used to do was we used to do a survey for clients. And in the survey, we used to ask what service that they were in, like, is there something they need help with right now? And if there's one of these services like to take advantage of, could they click the service? And so what they do is like, let's say we're doing a survey for a plumber, or well, let's pick an accountant. If we're doing a survey for an accountant, the person says, we use you for tax accounting, but you know what? We're interested in financial planning. They tick that box. When the survey comes back with a box, an email goes to the accounting practice, and the accounting practice is great. Mary says she's interested in financial planning. Time to make an appointment for Mary for financial planning. This is a great way to generate clients for an accounting practice to do a survey in instant revenue. But the other way to do this is you can create an offer for your customers to share on their Facebook group. Right? So what you can do is you can say, hey, we've put together a really important thing of how people get access to stimulus money. Do you mind posting this post on your website? And if they click on the link, they're going to download the access to all the money they can get for stimulus packages, right? And so now you can get your clients. Now, the average person on Facebook has about 130 connections. So if 10 people posted your offer as an offer in the Facebook group, that's 1,300 people that will see your offer. That's 1,300 people. Now, if 20 people do it, that's 2,600 people that will see your offer because it was shared by the customer. And you can say, if you share this, we'll do something nice for you, right? So show us that you shared it, right? So that's a great way. That's a really simple way to use online to generate a referral strategy so other people expose your offer to a whole bunch of people that they have in their networks. So George, absolutely, you can build a referral system for businesses and charge those businesses to build that referral system. And a lot of people have successfully done that. So any other questions? I'm happy to take questions while we're here. Otherwise, I'm going to move on into the next thing because I'm going to, we're going to do something a little bit unique here, right? So I'll just take a sip while you're writing in and asking questions. Chris says, generally is a gift or a cut of the sale expected or preferred. You can set it up any way you like, Chris. It's not expected and it's not preferred. Some people feel very uncomfortable about getting a commission. Some people feel very comfortable about receiving a remuneration for a referral. It all depends. I've got a lot of referral relationships where I don't give them anything. I just say thank you, and I'll do something nice for them. But they never ask me for any money, and they actually don't want any money. In fact, there are many people that I work with where I don't ask for any commissions at all. I'm not interested in any commission. All I'm interested in is how do we mutually benefit each other, right? So how do we look for ways that we can work together to mutually benefit for each other? So my big belief is I want to be able to add as much value as possible. Mark says a sale today and 2 more appointments tomorrow. Congratulations, Mark. That is awesome. That is awesome. An awesome show. I appreciate you sharing along the way. So any questions? I'm happy to take any questions. Otherwise, I'm going to ask you to do something a little bit cool for me. All right, so I'm going to share with you a really cool strategy. You can copy this and apply this strategy to yourself, right? Let me show you the demonstration of what I'm about to share. Any questions so far? I'm happy to take a question. Otherwise, would you like me to show you the ultimate referral strategy? Just type in 1 if you want me to show you the ultimate referral strategy. Just type in 1. This is the ultimate. I'm going to share something with you. If you do this, this is super, super cool, right? And we're going to demonstrate this today. Damien, oh, the ultimate, yes. I suspect I know where you're going with this, Chris. Well, you might, or you might not. This might surprise you. So, all right, let's do this. So let me just, I'm just going to make sure that I keep my chat close. All right, so I said 12 strategies, but I want to give you the 13th one, right? So one of the things I want to ask you is, I want to ask you a small favor here today, right? And this is only conditional upon your experience. It's only conditional. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this, but I'm going to ask you a small favor, right? If you believe that I've delivered outstanding value on the trainings that I've provided over the last 30 days, or you're new here and can you do me one kindness to help others, right? To help others, to please post or text the following message now, right? If you've gotten great value from these sessions, or you're new here and you've gotten some value, I'm not pitching to sell anything. I'm not asking you to promote anything that I'm offering for you to buy. This is not a pitch, right? There's no pitch here. There's no sell. But if you feel that you've gotten value from all the stuff that I've been doing over the last 30 days, or you're new here and you've gotten some value out of what you've done today, I'm going to ask you to do me a small favor. I'm going to ask you to either post this message, take a screenshot of it. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this message into share. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a moment, and I'm just going to go grab this message, and I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to paste it in chat. Do you mind? I'll just put that up there. Do you mind copying and pasting the message in chat, right? And sharing that with people who you might believe who would benefit from attending these trainings, because I'm doing these trainings every single day and I'm not charging. In fact, those of you who've been here, I've not made a single offer for anybody to buy anything in these trainings. And I've been delivering some of the best material that I have for free, because I want to make sure that I'm helping as many people as possible. So if you believe that you've gotten value out of the trainings that I provided here, and you believe that others really need to be in on this, do you mind texting, sharing, or posting this message? In fact, I'm going to go and put this up on the screen for you. Let me just share the screen. I'm just going to put this back on the screen for you. Get that back up on the screen. You can take a screenshot of that if you want to take a screenshot, and you can post it on your Facebook group, right? It just says, I've been attending John Logar's daily clarity and focus sessions with digital marketing agencies, and he's providing some of the best tactics and strategies to generate clients. Go and grab them for free and jump into the calls, consultingunleashed.com/go. If you can send that out today, even if you're sending it out now, I really appreciate if you've done that now. But if you can do that, that would be absolutely awesome. I really appreciate it. The number one strategy for generating referrals is to ask for referrals. The number one way to get referrals is to ask them. any of you here can do exactly what I've just asked you to do, and you can share that with your clients. Hey, do you mind posting this on your Facebook group? Hey, do you mind sharing, if you're going to do a webinar, hey, do you mind letting other people know? Can you give them this link? Can you just copy and paste this and text this out, or take a screenshot of the screen and send this out to people? Do you mind doing that? If you're doing that now, I really appreciate if you can do that now. I'm going to give you a moment to do this. Take the copy in the chat, copy and paste that chat. Howard says, how long will I continue this free series? Right now, I have no plans to stop, Howard. I'm keeping on going. Thank you, Mark. I really appreciate that. You've done by email. I really appreciate you doing that for me. So yeah, if you've gotten the value, how long I'm going to be doing this for, people will be able to access this information for free. Like I said, I'm not selling. There's no sales here. There's no pitch in any of these trainings that I'm providing. I'm trying to help as many people as possible. If you believe that you've gotten value from what I've done here, the greatest gift that you can do for me, or the favor you can do, is to share this and help other people to generate the same that you've been experiencing as well, if you felt you got the value. Yeah. And so let me just copy and paste that in again. So if you want to copy and paste the chat, or if you want to take a snapshot, a screenshot of this slide, I'm just going to put this up there. If you take a screenshot of that slide and post it in your LinkedIn group, post it in your Facebook group to let others know. I really appreciate you doing that. So, 13 is start asking for referrals. That's the big one, right? 13 is start asking for referrals. Shared it on Facebook group. Thank you, Zeph. I really appreciate that. Michael, this is the smallest thing that I could do for you. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate you doing that today. So yes, thank you. Thank you for those who have posted and who have shared. As I said, they can get access to all the information at consultingunleashed.com/go. There's even a new mini course. Those of you who may or may not have seen this, go to that link. There's a new mini course I've uploaded on that link that you can take advantage of. There's some really cool stuff in there as well. So with that, I'm here. John, your generosity is mentioned by me daily. Thank you. I really appreciate that, James. Question for you. I'll be helping people to get more students. Should I name it Get Students Online, or Get Online Students? I would say student recruitment system, right? Or convert students. I would say convert students into paying customers, right? Or the student recruitment strategy. You can give that naming convention. Yeah. Tim, thank you. Thanks for being here, man. Hopefully we'll see you on a call. With that, I'm happy to answer your questions. If you have a question, I will more than happily give you some ideas, some tactics. Damien Papworth, I know you're sitting in the background, mate. Have you got any news, any new things that perhaps you might want to share? I'd really appreciate it if you say yes, I'll put you on there. Samantha, thank you. Really appreciate you doing that. So let me unmute you, Damien. Let me find you, because I know you've always got some gold, mate. Where are you? There you go. Hey, Damien, how you doing?
Yeah, good, John. How are you?
Good, mate.
So I guess on this topic, I just a bit of an insight on this topic. Really good topic to put on, and thanks for all the wisdom again, John. But I just find it interesting with a lot of the agencies that we speak to, and we've got the Pareto principle in our industry also, where you've got a lot of small guys who struggle, and then you've got the top 20% kind of thing, and there's sort of no real middle ground.
Yeah.
But the number of agencies, when you talk to them about how they get most of their business, and they have that proud look in their face, almost smug, and they say, "Oh, I get all my business from word of mouth," which is referral marketing. And when I try to have a meeting with them in a week or two, and I can't, because the guy's at his second job, for example. He's busy doing another job where he's earning a salary while he's trying to do his word of mouth based digital agency on the side. And one of the key things for that scenario, and it's so common, and one of the key things with that scenario is that their version of word of mouth is to wait until someone gives them a referral, and hopefully someone gives them a referral this week, and if not, nothing happens. But they don't treat word of mouth marketing or referral marketing as a thing that they get off their backsides and do. And that's so important. 13 amazing steps, getting off your backside and actually doing referral marketing as if it's a marketing strategy, marketing campaign. It's so important.
Yeah, this is free. Like a lot of this stuff, other than doing like the commission stuff, this doesn't cost you anything. Yeah, but it's so critical. I mean, I wish to ask people, right? And I know you bring this up, and I thank you for bringing it up, because a lot of agencies do get lots of referrals, but they never acknowledge the referrals they get. Number two, they've got no strategy or no structure to say, how do we keep this stuff going? Because the leads that we get from referrals are the best leads that we can get. To me, referral leads, I don't count those leads in my sales goals. A referral lead is a bonus, is a gift. It's free, right? I didn't have to buy the lead. I didn't have to generate the lead. The lead came to me. So if I convert that deal, it doesn't go into my monthly calculation of goals, because for me, I want to be proactive in generating clients. But if you took 2 or 3 of the ideas that I shared today and very easily applied them over the next few days, I'd have to, like you will get 2, 4, 5, 10. We did one strategy with the whole asking thing, where we asked our clients, look, you refer us to people, colleagues or alumni who you believe should know or see our physical therapy stuff, right? We got 150 people, and what they did was we gave them the email to send to their customer, and then we followed the email on the phone call to say, hey, Tom wants to introduce to us. We just want to do a quick introduction and just want to make sure you got the message. Right? That one asking of people to introduce us to people, 16 clients, 16 new clients in a month out of 170 odd referrals. We still got clients in the months preceding from that campaign, but 16 clients, 16 clients at $5,000 a month. What's that? $500,000. Like $500,000 worth of revenue, or more than that, $750,000 worth of revenue in 30 days. Just by saying, hey, who do you know that you would actually directly introduce us to? Here's the email that we would like you to send on our behalf, and we will follow up the email. So we know, so CC us on the email. We will follow up to say, hey, let's just quickly introduce ourselves, and we started the relationship process. Everybody here can do that. It's not hard to do. So this, to me, this is free money. This is free money. Yeah. So, and right now, if we're bootstrapping, and we're readily accepting referrals, but here we can actually take some proactive steps to open the door to referral opportunities. Yesterday, we talked about the familiar list. How many people who don't know what we do and how we do what we do, that have the opportunity where they're speaking to other people in the market, that they could refer customers to us, right? That they could refer customers to us. That's an opportunity we have sitting in front of us all the time. My favorite, so I'm going to share, Damien, is there anything else you want to add to this?
I just think the one thing that a lot of people miss is how to actually make it a disciplined, regular part of their life, because it is kind of a thing that's easy to be lost in the back of your mind. And the simple answer to that is, put a hard-coded 15 minutes in your calendar every single day to just focus on referral marketing. If you put that, you've got 13 things that John's given today that you can do, but you just need to really put that time in your calendar and really honor it. What you'll find is you might honor it for the next 4 weeks, and then you get busy. And what you'll find then is 3 months down the track, you'll still have that calendar entry in your calendar, and you'll kick yourself, but you'll see back there and all your business came from these referrals. Why in the hell did you stop it? But you still got that chunk in your calendar. So put it in your calendar. Make sure you don't, you honor it. So James asked, is that something you automate? I don't think you automate relationships. This is sort of a relationship thing, and I don't think that's really something you want to automate. It's something you want to build with people, ask people one-to-one kind of thing.
Yeah. One of the things, and I just want to add something to what you're saying, Damien, I would make referrals a KPI in the business. So at the end of the month, we've got to say, we need to generate, right now as part of our marketing strategy, we need to generate 10 referrals a month. At the end of the month, you go, great, what do we do to get, did we make 10 referrals? If we didn't, well, next month we need to make 10 referrals. So if you make it a standard KPI in your business and you make it a responsibility for somebody in the business to actually be accountable to the KPI, then you're going to do that thing. So then there's a regular reminder, put it in your spreadsheets, your dashboard, so that as a line item for your team meeting, say, hey, last month or this month, we generated 4 referrals, 5 referrals, or 10 referrals. If you do that, that's going to become a regular item in your in your business. So doing what Damien says, 15 minutes a day, absolutely. Another way to add to that is set a KPI that we must generate at least 10 referrals a month or 20 referrals a month, right? Then we're going to keep accountable to what do we do with those referrals. That's the other thing also. And I see a lot of people do this, and I don't know if you've experienced it, Damien, and I've actually been at fault in doing it sometimes as well, is we don't get to the referral quickly enough, or we've forgotten to get to the referral, right? You know, because you get busy, get caught up. Make sure that if somebody refers to you, that you follow that referral all the way through, and you let them know that you followed up. Every time somebody refers a customer to me, I always let them know, hey, thanks, I've followed up, we're talking. And if I generate the client, then I acknowledge them for the client. So be mindful that you actually need to track your referrals. Those referrals need to go into your customer relationship management software, your CRM, right? You need to do that. Yeah. So, Damien, anything else?
So yeah, just outside this topic, I just you know, our industry perspective, I just want everyone to be aware that it's the last day of April. Tomorrow's the first day of May. In our business, we get a real heightened number of cancelled campaigns at the end of the month, start of the month, and also a real heightened number of new campaigns at the end of the month, at the start of the month. And the simple reason for that is this is when business owners make decisions. So I just really, really wanted everyone to think about getting back to speaking to their clients at the moment. Don't let them make decisions without you. And speaking to your prospects, speaking to the deals you've got out there, helping them make decisions with you on how to deal with May. You know, this is the time you really need to be active with your conversations, because this is when people make decisions.
Yeah, absolutely. I always do last day of the month, crazy deal of the month. Get that last sale in for the month. Yeah. If any quote that I've got, I want to follow up every quote. Hey, last day of the month, let's get this thing going. I cannot tell you how often we make sales on the last day of the month. I've already made my sale for the last day of the month. We made a sale. I still haven't finished yet. My day haven't finished, but at 4 o'clock in the morning we had a sale, right?
Yeah,
you know.
So we had an agency yesterday who hasn't put on a new campaign all month. That put on 6 SEO campaigns yesterday.
Amazing. 6 new clients that they brought in. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's just because this is when businesses make decisions, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah. Last day of the month. Car dealerships sell the most cars on the last day of the month, because they do deals to get their quotas. If they're under their quota, they go to all their clients and say, hey, let me throw in the boot polish, or let me throw in the window cleaning, or let me throw in the paint protection if you buy the car today. So it's how they clean up on their sales quotas. So yes, the end of the month is a very popular place to make sales. So, mate, Damien, thank you, man. I really appreciate you sharing. I know you've had a really interesting April in your business with what's going on, but I do really appreciate you chiming in, mate, because I know that you're at the cutting edge of what's happening out there in the market. So thanks for the shares, mate.
Pleasure.
All right. So with that, I'm happy to take one more question. Martin's got sales on my Tripwise today. That's amazing. Congratulations, Martin. You got sales on your Tripwise. How would a lead magnet your client would give out to their business clients be different from the same you would offer on your site? So you can personalize the lead magnet. That's a really good question, Michael. First of all, think about it. You could actually create. Thanks, Damien. I appreciate it. You can actually create a lead magnet. You can create the lead magnet specifically with the client in mind. Think about their customers and say, hey, here's 4 or 5 things that your market needs to be aware of. I've put this together for you. Send it out to people. This is a great way to add value, to communicate, to keep your clients buying from you, to maximize the opportunity to generate sales. I just thought I'd give this to you as a gift. Here's an email that you can send. So it doesn't have to be a lead magnet that is on your website, Michael. If the lead magnet on your website is really compelling and very powerful and you get high conversions from it, then take the lead magnet, brand it for your client, say, hey, this is our most popular report, or this is our most popular thing that people want access to. What I did was I branded it for you personally, and I just thought, hey, I know a lot of people can benefit from these ideas. Here's a way in which you can send it out to people. I've crafted an email for you that you just need to copy and paste and just shoot it out. Just let me know if this is something that will be helpful. That's the way that I would do it, Michael. So hopefully that answers your question. Any other questions? I'm happy to answer your questions. If you want me to share strategy, tactics. Any questions? Yes or no? Otherwise, I'm going to say thank you. Did you say you brand the lead magnet to the business? Yes, I put their company's logo on the lead magnet. If I was doing a video training, I would put their logo on all the slides, right? I would put their logo and say, brought to you by their business, right? Brought to you by their business, and put there and highlight their business. The only part that you get to highlight or brand is the bit at the end. Hey, if you want to know more, if you want to take advantage of something, or if, whatever, you can have another lead magnet actually drawn from your lead magnet, right? So if you're going to do a lead magnet, you can, at the bottom of the report, what can they take advantage of that they can if they want to know more, or if they want to have clarity, or if they would like to get access to one part of what you're offering, just go here. So you can actually drive the traffic from the referral partner that way. So that's another way to do that. That is another way to do that. So, any questions? Any questions? Happy to take another question. Otherwise, I'm going to say thank you. This is your opportunity to get me to directly give you answers, responses. You know, it doesn't have to be about what we're talking about here in terms of referrals. What I highly recommend you do is calendarize what you said you were going to do today and go and do that. That's what I would do if I were you, to make sure you maximize your opportunity of getting a result. Any other questions? Martin says, this is me farther along the path. Thanks, Martin. I really appreciate it. Martin, by the way, is one of our consulting champions who's been doing some amazing work, getting some amazing results these last few months. So he's an extraordinary person. Zaf, question, offer for cardiologist practices and ENT surgeons to help them attract patients. You do AdWords, but have no previous experience with these niches. But do you know one of their problems? One of their problems is they need more patients as they rely heavily on referrals. Okay, so Zaf, if you've had no experience with this market, my first thing to you is you need to go and find somebody who does have experience in this market and look at what they're doing out in the market. You can't, if you're coming into a brand new market and you haven't got any results for that market, or you don't know if offering a strategy that's going to generate patients for this market, and you don't have any conversations or haven't had any experience, and this is brand new to you, what I would highly recommend is go and see who is already marketing to EMTs and cardiologists, who's marketing out there, who's a cardiologist marketing specialist. Go and have a look at what they're offering and what they're doing in the market. Look at the message they're putting out in the marketplace. Then look at how much they charge for their services. And then what I would do is then I would go and say, okay, my easiest offer is, hey, right now you want to make it easy as a cardiologist. You want to make it easy for patients to choose you as their cardiologist as opposed to going to another cardiologist. Are you interested in looking at something that's going to make you the first choice as a cardiologist in your community? If you are, yes, this is a little bit about me. I'm Zaf. I specialize in helping cardiologists to attract, engage patients that choose them first. If you want to know more, just give us the best phone number that I can contact you on, and I can show you exactly how we can make sure that as a cardiologist that you are the first choice for people who need your services or ENT services. There's the tactic, there's the strategy, Zaf. I've recorded this, you can grab that recording, but my recommendation is go and see somebody who's already marketing to the market, look at what they're doing, look at what they're offering, look at what they charge, then go to the market and say, hey, most important thing, you want to be first choice as a cardiologist in your community. I specialize in helping you become first choice. I'm going to show you some really key things to let people know that, one, you're open, number two, that they should be talking to you, number three, to build a prospective customer base that you can generate even more referrals from. If you're interested, just reply with the best phone number that I can contact you on. P.S. Here's a little bit about me. That's your campaign staff right there. Tanya, got a signed sale through while on this call. you got a signed sale, a referral actually, whilst we're on this call. Tanya, thank you so much for for sharing that. That is fantastic. That's great to see. That is absolutely awesome. Appreciate that. Don't these specialists get referrals from the hospitals and general practitioners? Yes, Chris, they do. But private cardiologists and ENTs also get direct access to patients in the market. And so if you have seen Zaf is saying that he's seen advertisers on AdWords. Yeah, go and check out the landing pages. Go and check out, because if cardiologists want to know that other cardiologists are actively doing something like this, so if you can show them what they're doing in the marketplace, Zaf, then other cardiologists will be interested, because if they know their competitors are doing it, then they're more likely to do it. That's one of the fastest ways to get sales opportunities. So thank you, Zaf, for sharing that. And Tanya, thank you. Congratulations. I'm really looking forward to talking to you, by the way. Hopefully, I think you have made some time in the calendar. So looking forward to that. So with that, I want to thank you all for being here. It's been super fun talking about this topic. Please go and apply this. Love to get your feedback if you're getting referrals from the strategies and the tactics that we've shared over the last month or so. If you go back to all the previous videos, there's, like I said, I'm sure I've shared more than 100 different tactical strategies in the last 35 days. If there's not something in there that's going to be able to help you generate clients, then I'm not doing a great job. But as I said, I'm trying to bring you my best every time I do this. I'm going to be here same time, same bat channel tomorrow for our focus and clarity session. So you can actually hop on with your questions. But more importantly, if you know of anybody who needs to be here, please do invite them along. I really appreciate that support. That will just keep me going to keep making these things better for you. So with that, I want to thank you for being here. This recording is going to be placed into the Consulting Unleashed Facebook group. If you're not a member of that group, make sure you hop on that group. It is free. Go to the YouTube channel, Consulting Unleashed. These videos are already posted. This video will be posted very shortly on that channel. So you can go back and pick up all your scripts and strategies and tactics. With that, I want to thank you for being here. I look forward to seeing you same time, same bat channel, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 a.m. Australian Standard Time. Looking forward to sharing some more cool stuff and also hearing your stories about all the cool stuff that you're applying from the things you're learning here. Thanks again. I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.